If you are a woman over 40 and you've noticed that pushing harder doesn't work the way it used to, this video is for you. If being tough on yourself no longer motivates you, if pressure now creates just more anxiety, cravings, shutdown, resentment, or burnout, this may not mean that something is wrong with you. It may mean that you have now reached a season where pressure is no longer the medicine, and self-compassion maybe. Many women were taught that pressure is the same as discipline, but really after 40, the body often starts to ask for something wiser. So many women have learned to function through criticism, through pleasing everyone else, through ignoring exhaustion, through being strong no matter what, never slowing down, feeling like they need to earn their rest when everything else is done. And for years, it may have worked. You could deal with things, you could handle things that you go through, you achieved a lot of things, but there is a difference between functioning and flourishing. Many high-functioning women that I know have been succeeding while internally bracing, looking calm on the outside, but feeling pressure on the inside. After 40, women start to enter a different physiological season. Stress tolerance may change. Sleep can really become more fragile. Hormones fluctuate. Recovery slows. And emotional truth gets louder. What once felt like something manageable can suddenly feel costly. And this is really often why women say, I don't feel like myself. I can't keep up the same way. Why does everything feel harder all of a sudden? Because the old strategy of pressure may be colliding with a body that needs partnership. The North American Menopause Society notes that midlife can include sleep disruption, mood changes, fatigue, and stress sensitivity. So if pressure feels harder now, you're not failing. Your body may just be asking for a new way. Self-compassion is often misunderstood. It's not laziness. It's not letting yourself go. It's not an excuse. Kristen Neff defines self-compassion as treating yourself with the same care that you would offer someone you love during difficulty. That means instead of, what's wrong with me? You ask, what do I need right now? Instead of, I should be stronger, you ask, how can I support myself wisely instead of punishment? With self-compassion, you practice partnership, and for many women, that shift reduces internal bracing almost immediately. When you live under self-attack, the body interprets that as more threat, more tension, more pressure. But compassion can help create internal safety. And when your system feels safer, breathing softens, cravings may reduce, your patience increases, your resilience returns, and sometimes women think they need more discipline. What they may need first is less internal warfare. All right, so here are some practical ways to start today. When you wake up in the morning, and this is something that I've done now for the last 2 or 3 years. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do usually is look up at my ceiling fan, and then I ask myself, how do I want to feel today? Not how do I survive today? How do I want to feel today? A second practical way to start would be to replace harsh self-talk. Catch yourself when you are not speaking kindly to yourself, saying things like, oh my God, I'm so behind, I'm so old, like whatever comes up. Replace it with, I'm human and I can begin again. Learn to respond to fatigue with wisdom. Instead of shame, sit down with yourself and ask yourself, do I need food, water, rest, a walk, quiet? Practice curiosity instead of self-judgment. Here's a fourth way to start practicing more self-compassion. Use gentle consistency. Something as simple as a 10-minute walk, a really nourishing meal, a simple nighttime routine. Small acts done kindly beats harsh extremes any day of the week. And here's a fifth practice that you can try that is something that I have actually started doing several years ago. And at first it felt really awkward and stupid, but it works. If you put your hand on your heart, when you're feeling really stressed out, or your mind is racing, or the stuff is just too much, just pause and say, this is hard right now. I'm with myself in this. It's simple, but it's so powerful. If you are 40 plus and pressure no longer works, that may be wisdom, not weakness. Maybe this chapter of your life is now asking you to stop leading yourself through fear and start leading yourself through steadiness, through respect, through compassion, through truth. You do not need to become harder to thrive. You may need to become kinder. Thank you for being here. If this spoke to you, subscribe to this channel. This space is for women ready to move from internal bracing to steadiness. And if you'd like support starting that shift, I've linked my Bracing to Steadiness Reset Kit in the description. And if you'd like deeper, more personalized support, you can also apply for my 90-minute Bracing to Steadiness session. You do not have to do this next chapter the old way.